Well, Amber Heard has resoundingly lost her request or her motion to have a mistrial declared. Amber's team said that a juror had committed fraud by taking his father's place on the jury and doing jury service, and the requests or the motion was denied by Judge Penney. You can see here, denied. What happened was that the father and son shared the same name, but they were requiring or requesting a mistrial, but the judge said no way. And the judge noted that the summons was issued to juror 15 listed in his legal name and address, and no birth date was noted. So this issue about the wrong birth date is absolutely nonsense. The judge goes on to say that juror 15 was vetted by the court on the record, which means that the parties both had an opportunity to object at the time, and the court was satisfied that the juror met the statutory requirements. The parties also questioned the jury panel for a full day and informed the court that the jury panel was acceptable. So the judge is again saying, well, you should have told us at the time, and that happened 5 days before the case started, and then of course the case took another 7 weeks. Judge Penney Azcarate goes on to say that there's absolutely no evidence of fraud or wrongdoing by the juror, and that a party cannot wait until receiving an adverse verdict to object on an issue known since the beginning of the trial. And so it's too late. You can't wait and hope that you're going to win, and then if you don't win, then you're going to cry about something you knew about from the beginning. That's just not on. And so the judge goes on to say the juror was vetted, sat for the entire jury, deliberated, and reached a verdict. The only evidence before this court is that this juror and all jurors followed their oaths and the court's instructions and orders, and this court is bound by the competent decision of the jury. So the judge is saying not only this juror that you're picking on, but the entire jury did the right thing, and your motion is ridiculous. We're not going to give you a mistrial. And as well as that, the judge has also said this order is final. So she's not having any of it. And if Amber wants to appeal, she can do so, but then she's got to pay into court the 10.35 million of the order against her, plus interest of $650,000. And if Johnny wants to appeal, he has to pay his $2 million in. But of course, we know that Elaine said that Amber does not have the money to pay the decision amount. And so unless she's got deep pockets from somebody else, it'll be interesting to see whether or not she does appeal. But this was obviously her way of trying to get a decision against Johnny without having to pay that money in and without having to go through a full appeal process.